Well, they dropped the stream. Trying to be funny. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing this morning? We back at it again. Okay, we back at it again. What's going on, everybody? Let's get back into the foolery. So, this is stream number 2. Okay, this is stream number 2. Okay, of the Milwaukee Judge. This is stream number 2. Okay. So now, when I heard this about the women saying this was a good thing, I was like, oh, this is going to backfire on them. This is going to backfire on them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sitting here talking about it's the men doing all the cheating, but actually it's, y'all doing all the cheating. Anyway, back to the next foolery. Okay? We're going to get into the next foolery. Now, I want y'all to hear this because this disturbed me a little, okay? This disturbed me a little, okay? So let's get in here. Here we go.
I hate when girls be like, oh, I act just like a nigga. You gonna find yourself with a nigga that's DL. Because he like that about you. He like that masculine energy. I hate when girls be like, oh, I act just like a nigga. You gonna find yourself with a nigga that's DL. Because he like that about you. He like that masculine energy. I hate.
So when he said this, I was like, oh, this is nasty right here. Good morning, Miss O. How are you guys? I'm sorry the stream dropped. Okay. When you talk too much truth, you get in trouble on YouTube. So anyway, when I heard this right here, when I heard this clip about when women get in here and they tell men, I act just like a ninja. Okay. I act just like a ninja, okay? He said this is how y'all get all these DL men because they like that masculinity. See, masculinity, y'all already know this. Masculinity and masculinity, it doesn't attract. Masculinity and femininity attracts together. You understand? They collide together. But when you acting like a man and a man it won't work. It's going to be Clash of the Titans. This is why a lot of y'all women have problems when you meet men who know they know that they are king. This is why y'all have a lot of issues when you meet a man who knows his purpose. That he's going to correct you when he see foolery. Okay? So this is why a lot of women in our community be having issues because most of us were raised to act like men, okay? Most of us was raised to act like men and not have men put us in, I guess, our place, okay? So y'all, some of y'all can't take it. You understand that you don't have the mindset to follow. You want to be the leader, okay? You want to be the leader, especially in our community, the black community. Black women always want to be the leader until some shit happen, okay? Shit like this right here that's coming up. Listen to this sister right here.
Been a whole set of lies. All this nigga do is tell lies. Building a whole set of lies. Can somebody help me figure out how to get your 17-year-old abuser out of your house? Oh, you want an update? That's the 12-year-old that destroyed my house over a cell phone. That's what you guys was calling him. He wasn't 12, but he's 17 now. And every time I call the cops, they'll never move him from here. Somebody want to know? Can I get some help? Because apparently TikTok the place to go for help because I called the police over 30 minutes ago and I'm still waiting. Yeah, I'm still waiting. Ain't nobody out here. Police! Where y'all at? Because I need some help. When he destroyed my fucking house, I called for the police too. They didn't fucking come. You know how long when they came? When they got here? When everything was done, broken and destroyed. Y'all so tired of life right now. I'm supposed to be at work. I had to call off of my job for this shit. Can you imagine that? I had to call off my job for this shit. I would have did a live, but I can't figure out how to do the fucking comments on it because somebody need to tell me how to get him out of my house. Because when you do emancipation, they want 100 million things to get their child out of your house. He threw a TV on my foot a month ago, and the police told me I gotta let him stay here. The police told me to coddle him. They came here and coddled him. He took me out in here this morning, and the police left him. Here comes the father of lies on the phone. I can't take you. I can't help you. That's what I told you. You don't got nobody but this mama. He don't got nobody. Look at him. His daddy giving him excuses. He don't got nobody but his mama that he treat like shit. Ain't nobody want him at their house. Nobody. Look. You see that shit right here? Oh, y'all caught this bedroom on a clean day because the garbage just went out.
Just came in.
Y'all caught this house on a clean day. Hold on. This a door. I'm never getting my fucking deposit back in this house. I ain't getting my deposit back. Look. This by the door. Rip the shit down. Like, look. Punch in the door. I ain't never getting my deposit back. I'm alright with that. I ain't never getting my deposit back. That's the daddy in there giving me excuses. Ain't nobody want him at his house. His grandmama told her he don't want her at his house. There's nobody he got to run to but this dumbass mom. He don't got nobody to run to but this dumbass mama that he treat like shit. Ain't nobody want him at his house. And this motherfucker in there talking about I done lost my mind. He talking about I'm crazy. You know what? I'm crazy as right. I'm crazy as hell because I'm tired.
So now when Take Heed say to y'all, because you want to be men, you know, and there's some of y'all women that come from different cultures and y'all get over here and y'all get Americanized and y'all believe that raising these babies on your own makes sense. Y'all always forget that these boys and these girls, when they get older, some of these children tower over you. Some of these children tower over you. Okay, we got an older boy that's in here. This boy, he's a big linebacker. He looked like a football player. He's huge, right? Okay, and he tower over me and his father. But I had seen my king put this boy in a lockdown that shocked me. Okay, now not even shocked me, but it shocked him. That's what I'm about to say. It shocked him because I know how strong his daddy is, but it shocked him, okay, when he called himself disrespecting me, okay? And this is why, shout out to JT, you need the owner's manual in this house to raise these children. You need the owner's manual in the house to raise these children because they know how far to go when the owner's manual is living in the house. You understand? She says she done called the popo God knows how many times. She has reported this boy God knows how many times. 17 years old. But y'all say you don't need the daddy. We don't need the daddy. I could raise these babies on my own. And let me share something with you. I don't blame the father for not taking the boy. I don't blame him. You want to know why? Because when the boy was small, mamas, y'all be running around talking, that's my son. That's my son. My son can't go over there with you. You got your girlfriend over there, this and that. My son can't be around your girlfriend and all this other stuff. I don't blame the daddy. I don't blame the daddy. Because when the daddy could have been near chastising the baby, you didn't want it. You didn't want it. So now the boy's 17 and he whooping on your ass, mama. He whooping on your ass. And this is why I tell y'all these fathers are needed. Because there's a time when these boys get big and these girls and they lose it on you. And then you got to get the owner's manual involved. And the best thing is to have the owner's manual in the house with you. That's the best thing. Because he see through all the lies and the stuff that these children come tell you. My king is quick. When we in the room just relaxing, child come in and say something, he immediately know what the child is saying. You know what? Go out my room. Go out my room. I already know what you're trying to ask your mama. Go out my room. See, she don't understand what you're doing, but I see you. I already know what you're doing. Okay? My king loved to tell him, you know you come from me, right? So I already know what you about to pull. And I just look at him and say, honey, you already know this. Yeah, I already know. Let me tell you what she trying to do. Let me tell you what he trying to do. Okay? So no, This is why the father is needed in these children's lives. Okay? This is why these babies need their fathers. Now the boy's 17 years old. He whooping on your behind, mama. You calling the police, this and that. Talking about he bust holes all in your wall. Talking about you want to emancipate him. Okay, he done threw a TV on your leg and everything like that. The boy is out of control. But I listen. Play it back in your head, mama. Play it back in your head. When that boy was young, you didn't want that daddy to be around. Or either you didn't go and mess with a man of substance. It's either or. You didn't want that daddy around, or you didn't mess with a man of substance and got you a Pookie and Ray Ray baby. That the father got so many children, so it don't hurt him to miss one of them. Okay? This is the uncomfortable truth. And it's not just the melanated community. Okay, it's not just the melanated community. There's other communities that go through this foolery as well. But I want you to understand something. The fathers are needed for these children to grow. Once you get your mindset ready for that, you'll do better. You'll do better. All right. Now, I want us to just go to something real quick because I thought this was funny. Y'all remember when Remy Ma, we're going to talk about Remy real quick. Y'all remember when Remy Ma, okay, What We Know podcast, how are you? It's good to see you, sir. I just used one of your lines real quick. How you doing? So, y'all remember when Remy Ma was talking about that Papoose is poor, he ain't got no money, this and that, whatever. So somebody who was on social media said, let me run the block captain. Okay, I don't know if that I'm saying his name right. She said, let me run how much he bring in a year. I was like, wait a minute. I never, let me run how much he bring in a year, because remember, Remy said that Papoose is poor. He ain't got no money, this and that. I ran Papoose money too. I ran his money too. And he's not poor, but okay, it's not what Remy make. Okay. So this woman ran easy block captain or whatever. And I want y'all to hear how much money this brother make a year.
So y'all, Remy Ma online, I know y'all been seeing her talk about Pep broke and all this and all that, you feel me? So I went to go look up her boyfriend net worth, because what's he worth while you done left your whole husband to go be with him, and now you yelling he broke because he with Clarissa. So y'all, his name is Easy the Block Captain. Y'all can look it up if you don't believe me. Y'all, why is say $10,500? Okay, I got to hear it. Y'all, why is it $10,500?
But Papoose is broke, right? I find it so strange that when you was messing with the block captain, you ain't hear Papoose say nothing. He just let it be. He was like, you know what? She doing what she doing. Let me just let it be. Okay? Now, only why this brother got, that 2-piece and a biscuit, okay? Only why Papoose gave this brother that 2-piece and a biscuit was because he said, Remy had me to shake this guy's hand. And this was the same guy who was screwing her. He said, that's why I laid you out, because you shook my hand and then screwed my wife. So that's why I laid you out. And I'm not mad with Papoose. A lot of y'all was like, take heed. Y'all in the comment section on some of my videos. Oh, take heed, you wrong, this and that. And the thing is that I want to share something with y'all. Anytime Take Heed posts something It's always a clickbait title. That's how I make y'all mad. It's always a clickbait title. And then the comment tells me if you actually watch the video. The comment that you put in here, it actually tells me if you watch the video. And some of y'all miss it. Y'all immediately look at the title, so you think you're putting something in there that's hurting me. And I quickly come in and tell you, nah, baby, that means you ain't watched the video. Okay. Miss O said he had the right to lay the lame out. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Oh, my goodness. So I wanted to share that with y'all because look at this now. Remy Ma is wilding out because of Clarissa. Okay. Wilding out because the relationship is taking a different type of turn. Okay. And jealousy is coming to play. I don't care what nobody say. That's why she out here talking about Pap's children. She out here talking about he did this, he did that, all these things. And her own son is in trouble. And only person that the child can lean on, because the child looked like he in cell block D. Okay. Only person the child can look towards too, but he's a grown man now, is Papoose. Papoose said that he been seeing that boy up there in cell block D. He been seeing that boy going up there visiting him. And it wasn't until Remy learned that he was going to see him, that's when she started going to see her own son. So nobody will get in here and be like, yeah, Remy this, nah, Remy nothing, Remy nothing, Remy nothing. Papoose, Team Papoose all day. Team Papoose all day. People like, oh no, she telling the truth. She was paying all those bills from prison. From where? They said, oh, she gave him power of attorney or something like that. I said, from where? Remy didn't become famous until after she did that prison time. That's when she actually started making money. She didn't become famous before then. She was doing a little hop, skip, and jump, this and that. She ain't make no money until after she came out of prison, when she started getting all those deals. And just because y'all don't understand certain rappers, y'all get in here and mess it up. Y'all mess it up. Okay? Y'all mess it up. Y'all think everybody, oh, she had this, she had that. Not when you trying to delete your friend for $3,000. Allegedly $3,000. I thought it was $1,000. Allegedly $3,000. She tried to delete her friend. If you had money coming out of the wazoo, why you trying to delete your friend for $3,000? Why not just go to court and report the shit? Call the police. Why you trying to delete your friend for $3,000? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Oh my goodness. So when I heard that and she talking about, oh, my royalties, what royalties? What royalties? Because you was not that hot. What royalties? And if you did, let's say you did get royalties, is it actually enough to pay the rent, light, gas, water, buy food, buy clothes and all that stuff for the children? Was it actually enough that you were taking care of Papoose too? Because this is what you claim. Papoose was laying down doing nothing all those years you was in prison and you was footing the bill. Nah. Nobody will get me to believe that nonsense. You won't get me to believe that foolery. Miss Straight Up No Chaser, how are you, honey? It's good to see you. See, I'm going to share something with you. My sisters, when it comes to certain things, we get in there, we sign up with everybody else. We get up there and sign up with everybody else, all the fake sisterhood. That's the problem that the black community really had, because we don't hold people accountable. Black women, we don't hold our sisters accountable when they do nonsense. This chick was out here giving pussy to everybody, and we supposed to be like, yeah, we on the same page. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. When somebody has been loyal to you and they have been there for you in your time of need, nobody will get me to turn on them. I don't care what I'm doing. You know how some of y'all women, when you make it big, y'all be like, oh, I outgrew my husband. Oh, I outgrew this man. I ain't outgrow nobody. The same Armani I'm wearing, he gonna be wearing. Whatever, what kind of car I got, we gonna have matching cars, okay? Yes, yes. The doors that I'm walking into, my king is walking in the same doors too, damn it. I don't understand that. Y'all be doing some crazy shit. Somebody who is loyal to you, talking about, nah, Pap ain't know nobody in the industry. He ain't know this and he ain't know that. It's because of his connections got you where you are, but you ungrateful. You ungrateful. And when it blow up in your face, I'm going to be there to say, I told you so. Ain't that nasty? I'm going to be right there. I told you so. Now, let's get to the next foolery. Because Mia, you know the one who sing that song? I forgot that song that she sing, but everybody loved the song, okay? It went social media, went viral, okay? So black women are dog walking this young woman because she was talking about, and she's African American, but she was talking about how black women treat her, okay? And so one of y'all sisters from the Hyena Kingdom came out, shout out to Crimson Cure. One of y'all sisters from the Hyena Kingdom came out and was like, we could correct you anytime we feel like it. You ain't gonna be telling us what to do or what we say about you, because if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be famous. You know, y'all always do that. Y'all always do that. If it wasn't for us, you won't be famous. Mm-hmm. Shout out to On Site. Y'all gonna hear the young woman speak. Here we go.
Us, baby girl, not too much. You better watch what you say. Out here talking about it's only black women that don't like your personality. It might be because it's only black women that know you. It's only black women that ever gave you a damn chance, but that can be stopped. We can take that card back if you'd like to see who really supports you out here. I mean, Mooney Long was on her live today. I guess she was getting some trolls in her comments. And instead of her just dealing with them trolls as a black woman, she wanted to let it be known that it's only black women that don't like her. I think it was only black women that supported your ass too. Didn't nobody like Hours and Hours and all these songs till we liked it. You know what I'm saying? No one liked your music till we liked it. And now because you think you got other people of diverse communities liking your music, you don't really want to recognize who made your shit hot? You bumped your head, little girl. Instead of you talking about black women, you need to be talking about the people that troll you, because black women also supported you. But we don't have to, though. We don't have to. Mooney Long, not too much.
First of all, it's Money, not Mooney. Nice to meet you. And the first question that I have for you, Miss Shari, is you said you better watch what you say, or what?
I'm going to stop her right there, because she said you told her to watch what she say, and she said, or what? This is the thing that irked my nerve about our sisters in the melanated community, because when you see a young black woman and she's trying to do something, okay, we immediately just say shit to hurt her. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody will tell me that most of the hate that you get is usually from black women hating on you if you're a black woman. Do you know how many black women that I get in my comment section? Now, I got some sisters who support me, but I believe in my heart, honestly, these are just lionesses that are coming out in the black community. Now, the only problem is that most of them just mind their business and take care of their family. So they not usually on social media. So I get hit with all the hyenas and the ostriches that Miss O be talking about. I get hit with y'all heifers. Okay. So I only got a small amount of black women who actually support my content. Who really support my content is black men. Ain't that nasty? Ain't that nasty? Black men. Okay, you check it. You check it, baby. Check it. Black men support my content. They do. Okay? Take heed ain't gonna never get in here and say nothing bad about black men unless they are Pookie and Rary. But the men with the king mindset, I ain't got nothing to say to you, player. I ain't got nothing to say to you. But the Pookie and Rays, I got all types of smoke for y'all. I don't like y'all, none of that stuff. Okay? But black men support my stuff. Ain't no black woman can get in here and be like, oh, we support Take Heed. You're lying. You're lying. There's a small amount. You know how many women that I got following me on YouTube? It's a small amount. I'm rocking with women like 15, 17%. Black men, I'm like in the 90s, cut like 80 something, close to 90 black men. Okay, that's nasty, right? So you ain't gonna hear Take Heed. You ain't gonna, nobody could get in. We support you, Take Heed, as a black woman. No, you don't. No, you don't. It's a small amount of black women who support me. Okay, but the ones who get in there and write stuff in my comment section, y'all be the hyenas and the ostriches that don't. Shout out to Crimson Karen. Shout out to Miss O. Y'all be the ones that be getting in here saying foolery to me. Y'all be quick. One woman last week said to me, and you just going, you lonely and you gonna die. What she said? She said, you old and lonely and you gonna die alone. I wrote her back. I said, I beg to differ. I got a house full of teenagers in here. Okay? I got a house full of teenagers in here. I beg to differ. Every time I was walking around with an empty belly, my king was blowing air on me. I was popping out those babies back to back. That's why they close in age. Okay? I beg to differ. I have a man that I lay to every night, and I bite the heck out of him all the time. I don't have time. I don't have time. Okay, so no, Take Heed is not going to grow old and die alone. Now, when I grow old, okay, when I grow old, I'm already growing old. Okay, because I love this gray streak I got in my hair. I don't even know where this is coming from. It's just like a strong gray streak. I don't even know. God, thank you. Okay, all right. So now, okay, I'm going to grow old, but I'm gonna be aggravating somebody. Okay, I'm gonna be aggravating somebody. Okay, as I grow old and he grows old, I'm going to aggravate him. Okay, at least I have somebody to bite at night. Okay, and somebody who like to bite me back. Okay, thank you. Now, y'all be coming with the most hate. Y'all come with the most hate. So when is it Maya or Money Long, when she said that, she's right. A lot of y'all come with the most smoke, especially on these young melanated women. Now, correction is different. If you giving corrections, okay, you giving corrections. But when you got hate, that don't make no sense. How are you teaching anybody? Corrections is needed, but y'all be getting here talking about Take Heed. All you do is talk bad about black women. You know who I talk about? You know, I talk about black women. You want to know why I talk about black women? It's because the real black women, y'all too quiet. Y'all too quiet. We have let the hyena squad take over black women symbols. We have let the hyena squad get in here and be in the front row of the black community. And so everybody think black women is nasty and ratchet. Everybody think it. So when you get in here and want to say something, oh no, Take Heed, you always do this. Mine is correction, but it also comes with love. I tell people just like this, take heed, love you, she'll pray for you, but she'll curse you out at the same time too. You can't do foolery around me and make it seem like, oh, I think it's all right. No. Anyway. Okay. Anyway, let's get to the next foolery. Okay. We're going to get to the next foolery. Now, shout out to Unshakable. Okay. I love this woman. She's an amazing content creator. She said this congresswoman got locked up. Okay. And I'm wondering if it's Chicago or Atlanta. But this woman got locked up. Congresswoman, she's a black woman. Hey, Daniel, good morning, honey. She got locked up because the money that she was supposed to use for her constituents, okay, the C-19 money she was supposed to give them to help them, right? She used it for a party. So she can build like a stage type of kingdom or something for her birthday party. So this thing right here had to be oh my God, this thing had to be massive if she did this for her birthday. This had to be massive. Okay. But anyway, here's Unshakable. Okay. And I got to get her full name because I love to say her name. Let me get in here. Here we go.
We got on the ratchet tank side of you guys.
Okay, here we go. Let me see. Unshakable with Pearl. Okay, shout out to this amazing woman. I love her content. I follow her on IG as well. This video that you're listening to, all the videos that you're listening to is in our Instagram group chat. Okay, so here we go.
Got on the ratchet tank side of you guys. Another day, another disgrace. Charlotte's first formerly incarcerated councilwoman. That don't even make sense saying that. Tijuana Brown, y'all, just got federally indicted again. This time, she used pandemic relief funds, PPP money, idle money, that was meant to help struggling small businesses. She used that money to rent a throne for a birthday party. A throne for the queen with the K.
That's nasty.
Yes. This is who Democrats keep selecting to represent black communities. But why do they keep doing this? They do this because symbolism matters more than substance.
That's nasty.
By now, you guys should already know the pattern. If you want to know what the left really thinks about black people, all you got to do is look at who they're funding and elevating and praising, right? You got Maxine Waters still holding down ghetto fabulous Compton. Tafani Willis and Big Tish James playing political puppets for the progressive plantation. This is exploitation, not the representation that they want us to believe that it is. So hit the link and watch my latest episode for the full breakdown. Y'all, we gotta raise these standards because I'm tired. Okay, we're having a ratchet tang fatigue, and I'm here to tell you all about it.
April said we're having a ratchet tang. Okay. Oh my God, that's terrible. That is terrible. Shout out to that amazing sister. She's a wonderful content creator. Now, somebody said, is that now you said it was from Charlotte? That's the one from Charlotte. Somebody said that was the one that was singing. You're lying. You're lying. Straight up, no chaser. You're lying. Is that the one singing on the interview? Oh, hell no. Serious? Now, you know what? I'm going to share something with you. You know they always do that. You know they always do that. Those old Negro spirituals, you know, when they want to touch your heart, they know they doing evil, but they want to get in here and sing that old Negro spiritual. You know, we keep fighting along all this nonsense. And she went and used this money, supposed to be relief, okay? She went and used this money and had a whole party with this money. Listen, get them all, because everybody got money from Uncle Biden. Everybody got money from Uncle Biden. Long as you get in here and say what he wants you to say, this why them Dems mad anyway. Long as you got money from Uncle Biden, it's all good. You know, let's sell the community down the river. Long as you get that money from Uncle Biden. The problem is that y'all not getting no money from Trump. That's why everybody mad. So now y'all in here talking about, oh, he's giving it to his rich friends and this and that. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. We get into the next foolery. This young black woman, okay. Now I'm gonna share something with you. It take a lot to be a nurse. Do y'all know that? Do you know it take a lot to be a nurse? Do you know how hard it is to be a nurse? It's not an easy walk, okay? Good morning, world class. It's good to see you, my brother. It is not an easy walk to be a nurse. And for you to do content, okay, and you're giving out medication to patients and stuff, and you're doing things with patients and stuff like that, this is the buffoonery, okay? This is buffoonery, okay? Because why? Somebody can report you. You're not supposed to be on your phone doing content when you are, when you're supposed to be working, taking care of patients. You're not supposed to do that. But how do you go to school and then also you're taking the exams and all that other stuff so that you can become a nurse in your state, and then you go and lose your job over a HIPAA violation? You go and lose your job over a HIPAA violation. Every year, the hospital makes you do tasks. Every year, okay? It's in your schedule, okay? Everybody in the hospital does tasks, okay? Every year. And if you don't do the tasks, HR reports you if you don't do these tasks. They don't care if you the doctor, the nurse, the vice president, the president. You have to do those tasks because they don't play when it comes to HIPAA. You could get in a lot of trouble when it comes to HIPAA. Okay, anybody who worked for the hospital, you already know this. But yet our sister, okay, one of our sisters, one of our sister girls thought it would make sense. Let me do TikTok while I'm at work. Let me do TikTok while I'm at work. And the people that's in her chat is telling her, sis, get offline because it could be a HIPAA violation. She's like, no, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna happen. They reported that ass because you're not supposed to be online at work. Is that nasty? You're not supposed to be online at work. That's why they make you sign online that paperwork when it comes to social media. But I guess some of y'all don't be reading these things, okay? But then listen to what she said, okay? Shout out to On Site. They dropped this. Here we go.
What I did was not right. I took accountability for my actions, and that's the only thing that I can do.
Okay, so y'all just relax. Oh my God, why do I keep doing that?
I'll lose my license if I'm showing patient information. I'm not showing any patient information, so just relax. Just relax. If y'all see some patient information, then just holla. But I'm not showing nothing. I'm just at work, so just chill. Sit back, relax. Damn, y'all be taking the fun out of everything. Just chill. And nobody's mad. That's the thing. Who's mad? I'm just telling y'all to relax, chill. You're not seeing any patient information. You're not seeing nothing, so just relax. Y'all be doing the absolute most. Obviously, this is the first time y'all are on here, because I go live. This ain't the first time that y'all be just doing the most. It's not sanitary. I'm gonna do that. I'm old enough, I'm grown enough to know that I did something I wasn't supposed to be doing. And
you old enough, you grown enough to know what you were, that you're not supposed to be doing certain something, whatever you said. Okay, now, if you knew that, right, why did your audience have to tell you not to, don't be streaming right now? Even your audience know that what you're doing doesn't make sense, but you're trying to stay on the TikTok, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to stay on TikTok. You're trying to stay relevant while you're at work. While you at work. See, this is why every year HIPAA makes everybody who works for the hospital, you have to do a module for HIPAA every year. Every year you have to do it. It's just to rekindle the shit that you already know. Okay? It's a module. Every year you have to do the shit. So now if anything happened, they say, oh, wait a minute, let me check down. Let me check. Did they do the module? Okay. Once they find out you had done the module, you know what the hell you're doing. They fire your ass. This is why a lot of y'all losing y'all jobs in healthcare, because they fire y'all. Now, it's not just black nurses. The white nurses do the same thing too. Y'all remember a couple years ago, they fired the white nurse too for doing the same thing. Y'all stupid. Y'all stupid. You know how much money a nurse make? Do you, especially if she work at a good hospital? Okay, a travel nurse too make nasty money. Do you know how much a nurse make, and you gonna go and lose your job because of TikTok? You telling me you making more money on TikTok than the job? Because I know you're lying. I know you're lying. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you said I make more money on TikTok than my job. I know you're lying. Many nurses I know, they drive BMWs, everything. The cars be nasty. They look like houses when they come in here, okay? Now I'm gonna share something with you. The doctors make more money than them, of course, but they don't, you know, these doctors, they know where to spend their money at, okay? Some of these nurses don't. They go buy houses on wheels and shit to, you know, rock out and stuff like that. And then sometimes they screwing the doctor. So, you know, the doctor bought them the car. Okay. But the alleged, I'm not accusing anybody. Okay. I've heard some things. I'm not accusing anybody. But you go and lose your job because you want to do TikTok. You didn't cherish that job. No, you didn't. You didn't cherish that job. Now, we're going to get to Mrs. Crockett. Okay, we're going to get on to another thing. Mrs. Crockett. And she's been in social media, okay, because she's the hope. She's the hope for the Democrats because they trying to take down Trump. Shout out to President Trump. She's the hope for the Democrats, okay? Here she go. Here she go. Here she go.
So I am telling you that this is a failed thing, but we've got to do better to connect the dots and let people know the reason you can't afford a home is because of these failed immigration policies. The reason you're not going to be able to afford your food is because of these failed immigration policies. And the same can go for the hospitality industries, where we have so many of those in the hospitality industry that are saying they do not have the workers that they need right now.
So you telling me, it says Jasmine Crockett claims that Americans can't afford groceries or homes because illegals are being deported. Is that true? Is that true? Jasmine Crockett claims that Americans can't afford groceries or homes because illegals are being deported. Is that true? Now that sounds like some ass backward shit that I have ever heard in my life. That's what that sounds like. Some ass backwards shit that you know what I'm saying? You just talking just to talk. You telling me that our groceries, okay, and the houses, okay, the mortgage and all that other stuff and the cost of buying a house is expensive because the immigrants are gone. You know why all this stuff is expensive? It's because y'all used our money. Y'all used our money to help the migrants. When they was crossing the southern border and everywhere else, y'all had EBT cars drop from heaven. Who Who's going to take care of that money? Who's going to have to pay all that money back? It's the American people. Now, don't get me wrong. Anybody who need assistance when it comes to welfare, medical, Medicaid, whatever, only how I think that somebody deserves these things is if they disabled. And if their time of need, they lost their job and they're in trouble financially, then yes. But if you are able-bodied, your ass is supposed to work. You hear me? Your ass is supposed to work. If you an able-bodied person, your ass is supposed to work. Now, if you disabled and you went on hard times and you need assistance, okay? You need assistance, then okay. Let the system help you. And then when things get better, you get your ass off the system, okay? But I don't think EBT cards should be dropping from heaven once they cross the southern border, and then they get to get Social Security and SSI benefits and shit like that. That somebody like me who been working all my life and shit, I got to get out there and fight y'all motherfuckers for my money. That's the problem I got. That's my problem. Okay. So when you hear Representative Crockett get in here and she like, yeah, it's because of this. No, this same shit that's going on. Hey, Onika, how are you, baby? This same shit that's going on has been going on when Biden was in that mother so-and-so. When Biden was in there, this is the same shit that's going on right now when it comes to our food prices. Okay. When it comes to our food prices and everything else and the rent, mortgage and all that shit. If you didn't buy a house in 2019, you up shit creek without a paddle right now. Cause your mortgage is nasty. If you didn't buy a house in 2019, okay? Because every other year, we going to say, you know what, I'm going to give it to 20. Right there, 20. Okay? We're going to stop at 20. If you didn't buy a house in 20, you in trouble. All the more. There's a house next door to us, okay? Next door to us. House is twice the amount of what we pay for our house, and our house is bigger, okay? 5 bedroom, 3 bath. Our house is bigger. And the house next to ours ain't even got 3 bedrooms. That's it. 3 bedrooms. That's it. And this house is twice the price of our house. Right now, our house on the market is close to 2.5 times than what we paid for it. So can you imagine the person that will live next door to me will be paying mortgage 2 times more than what we pay for our house? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. So this is not because of any immigration issues and all sorts of stuff. No, it's because y'all was dropping EBT cards from heaven. And every time the migrants was crossing the southern border and everywhere else, that's what y'all gave them. Y'all gave them a helping hand, which y'all tell Americans, lift your bootstraps, tie your bootstraps and get out there and work. But for the illegal immigrants, y'all was dropping EBT cards from heaven. Right after C-19 happened, okay, right after C-19 happened, what y'all was doing? Giving mothers and fathers the tax benefits for the children, right? Y'all gave it to us for 1 year, and then you snatched it away, gave that money to the migrants that was coming in through the southern border. What did I say to y'all in the beginning? I said to y'all, whoever becomes the president, okay, if it was Kamala Harris, okay, and Trump won, thank God, okay, no matter who would have won, our food prices is still going to be crazy, and the mortgage and rent is still going to be crazy, because it takes at least 4 years for this stuff to calm down. Okay, so nothing's gonna change. He He's just trying to do other things besides excuse me. He's trying to set up other things that need to be done in America, which he's listen, I'm not hating on Trump. I wish things could be different. I wish a lot of things could be different. American people are really suffering. There's a lot of us that are homeless. A lot of us robbing Peter to pay Paul. There's a lot of families that are going hungry. They're going through a lot of things, but they're worried about the migrants. Y'all Democrats, y'all so worried about the migrants. Y'all going trying to break in to facilities where they captured the migrants and holding them near until they can ship them out. Y'all trying to break into facilities. These are people who are mayors, who are representatives of states and shit. Some of y'all senators are doing this nonsense, and y'all think this makes sense. Let's get out here and crash out for the migrants when y'all supposed to get out here and crash out for the people who voted you in. Work on situations that help your community, not y'all trying to help the illegal migrants. Listen to me. I have no problem with the illegal migrants. It's the ones who doing the right thing. You ain't got no problem with take heed. But when y'all who come in here doing demonic shit, y'all got to go. And I'm with Trump on that one. Y'all asses got to go. And so you got Crockett in here backwards as always. And you just want her to go sit down. You just want her to go sit down. Now, when I heard this right here, we're going to get on to another subject. When I heard this right here, I said she broke this man in less than 2 seconds. I said she broke this man. And you know what? I'm going to share something with you. We teach our girls this because you hear the older ones do it. So we teach these younger women the same thing. And you know what happens? When this young man put in his mind that he's going to make it, this same young woman who said all these things about him, she'll be trying to hunt him down and try to find him again. But the look that I saw on his face, I said, this young man is going to be very determined to succeed. Okay? Now listen to what she said. Here we go. This is I Am Secure. I want y'all to hear this. Here we go. Hold on, y'all.
Listen, I've been calling this whole time.
One more time. Here we go.
I've been calling this whole time. Listen, I've been calling this whole time. I told you, you're broke. You're broke. You're broke. You're broke. And I don't want to keep doing it with you. You're broke. You're broke. You're broke. What am I getting? Listen, I've been calling this whole time.
So I want to share something with y'all. Don't you know when you say this to someone that you claim to love, you break them? Anybody know that? Like when your husband is going through some hard times or your boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? He's going through something and financially, and you get out there and you say you broke. You break him. You break him. When y'all do that to your husbands, you break them. Yeah. That's why I'm gonna share something with you. There's a lot of women in this world that they know what to say to their boyfriend and they know what to say to their husband. And this is every color, okay? All women. We know what to say to our man to break him, and we know what to say to uplift him. And when you get in there and you call him broke and he's trying to fight to get something or he's working on something and you call him broke, you break him. Like the same thing that Remy Ma is doing to Papoose. She's trying to break him. You understand? She's trying to break him. Anytime when a man is going through some type of hardship, It could be he lost his job. It could be something he's working on and he's trying to make money from this business or something like that. And a woman come out and say, you broke, you don't do this, you don't do that, you ain't got that. You will break a man. But I'm going to share something with you. It's going to make him continue to push so that he can see greatness in himself. And when he does get there and you're not there with him, this is the day you'll be crawling back to him, begging him for forgiveness and saying, oh, I loved you, this and that. And you can't even speak to him no more. Women know what to say to men that can destroy their life. They know. But I'm going to share something with you. This is nasty, what I'm about to say. But when a man gets hurt by a woman that he loved so much, especially when you called him broke and he ain't got nothing, he ain't gonna never have nothing, you know what usually happens? He fights harder to get it, to prove you wrong. He fights harder to get it, to prove you wrong. Now, y'all know we done seen this before. We done seen this so many times. All you got to do is look at Tyler Perry movies. You done seen this scenario so many times where you got one of the sisters believe some man she met is better than her husband. Oh, he's better because he got this and he got that. And then when she actually gets on the other side and she leaves her husband and she get with this man, she figure out this man ain't shit. And now she trying to go back to her husband. But her husband has moved on to greatness, or her boyfriend has moved on to greatness and found a woman that is of substance as well, just like him. See, y'all always mess up. You get the diamond in the rough, and when you get it, you don't know how to treat the diamond in the rough. That young girl said to him, you broke, you ain't got nothing. Same thing like Remy doing right now to Papoose. We gonna see how a year time, how the tables will turn. We gonna see about that. Take heed to the message, everybody. Be mindful of what you say about people. Be mindful of what you say about people. Now we going straight to the Milwaukee judge, okay? Because they got a lot of stuff. They talking about this woman like crazy on social media. We going straight to the Milwaukee judge. Because people are saying, oh, it's wrong. It's wrong that they had locked her up. Everybody flipping out. It's wrong they locked her up. All right now, so we gonna get into it, okay? Wisconsin judge, I'm saying it wrong. We'll just, you know what? We gonna stick with Michigan. Am I saying that right? Let me make sure I got it right. Here we go.
His casino app is
commercial first. Sorry, y'all about that. Here we go.
Live now from Fox. So we do have some breaking news right now to report. Live picture there out of Milwaukee, a foggy Tuesday afternoon there. We're learning. I want to put this tweet up from our colleague there at Fox 6, Jason Calvi. And he has a screenshot there, a photo of the order itself, the grand jury indicting a suspended Milwaukee County Judge, Hannah Dugan, on charges she helped a defendant escape. Federal immigration enforcement. This was a story we brought you about 2 weeks ago. And now there's a new development, a grand jury indicting the judge. Remember, the state Supreme Court there in Wisconsin suspending Dugan from her roles, from her duties as a Superior Court judge there. In the meantime, you see the New York Post headline, but in the meantime, the Associated Press has it as follows, that this federal grand jury, indicting a Wisconsin judge there, Hannah Dugan, accused of helping a man evade immigration authorities, allowing the case against her to continue. So you'll remember the arrest of Milwaukee County Circuit Judge Hannah Dugan escalated a clash between President Trump, his administration, and local authorities over the president's sweeping immigration crackdown. Democrats have accused the Trump administration of trying to make a national example of Dugan to chill judicial opposition to the crackdown. Now, prosecutors charged her in April via complaint with concealing an individual to prevent arrest and obstruction. In the federal...
I want to ask y'all something. Do you know any judge that is inside the courtroom? They already got everybody in the courtroom already. Okay. She's hearing cases, he or she. Do you know any judge that will come off the bench to go talk to somebody in the hallway? I'll wait. Do you know any judge that will come? You already on the bench. Got your robe on and everything. You're hearing cases. Okay? That you will come out of the courtroom and talk to somebody. I've never heard that. Never heard that. And I worked in a courthouse in Elizabeth. I've never heard no shit like that. Okay, never. Not one time. Anytime you see the judge come down off the bench, okay, it's lunchtime. It's lunchtime. It's lunchtime, okay? Or a short recess, okay? Never not to go talk to somebody and help them get out the jury door. No judge does that. And then everybody like, oh, Trump is evil. Trump is evil. He's wrong. His administration is trying to muscle the judge. The judge muscled herself, damn it. Who told you to do that? Oh, because you heard ICE is in the building. So you like, yeah, I'm going to make sure this man get away. And this is DV. This is DV. The man is in trouble because of DV. What about the victims, though? The victims you don't give a damn about the victims. Long as he get away, because y'all be trying to make names for yourselves and shit. You know what I'm saying? And anybody come against Trump, you making a name for yourself. Look at you. You're going to lose your livelihood because you want to make a name for yourself. Miss O says she thought she was above the law. Yes, she did. She thought she was above the law. And you done messed around and found out. Okay? Hey, Mimi, how are you? Can you imagine a judge? You come off the bench to talk to somebody. Anyway, let's continue. Here we go.
System prosecutors can initiate charges against a defendant directly by filing a complaint or present evidence to a grand jury and let that body decide whether to issue charges. That is what happened here. Now, a grand jury still reviews charges brought by complaint to determine whether enough probable cause exists to continue the case as a check on prosecutors' power. If the grand jury determines there is probable cause, it issues a written statement of the charges known as an indictment, and that is what has happened. An indictment has been handed down by this federal grand jury. Now, she faces up to 6 years in prison if she's convicted on both counts. Her team of defense attorneys responded to the indictment with a one-sentence statement saying she maintains her innocence and looks forward to being vindicated in court.
Vindicated where though? Because they got the surveillance, they got the cameras. They saw you come out and talk to this man, and then saw you help him exit the building during let me say that again. Saw you taking the man through the jury door to exit the building. If you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you trying to help people get out the building, why just him? You know what I'm saying? Why was it just this particular man that you were trying to help get out the building? Okay? No, they got video surveillance of you talking to this man and his counsel to leave the building. Nah, throw the book at that ass. Throw the book at that ass. Let's continue.
And there you see that was the photo put out by FBI Director Kash Patel of Judge Dugan walking away in handcuffs to be detained. Now, prosecutors say she escorted Eduardo Flores Ruiz and his lawyer out of her courtroom through a back jury door on April 18th after learning that agents from ICE were in the courthouse seeking his arrest. According to court documents, Flores Ruiz illegally re-entered the U.S. after being deported in 2013. Online state court records show he was charged with 3 counts of misdemeanor domestic abuse in Milwaukee County back in March. He was in Dugan's courtroom that morning of April the 18th for a hearing along with his lawyer, and she is accused of helping him evade arrest by federal ICE agents there. So that is the charge at hand. Court documents suggest she was alerted to the agent's presence by her clerk, who was informed by an attorney that the agents appeared to be in the hallway. An affidavit says she was visibly angry over the agent's arrival. She called the situation, quote, absurd, before leaving the bench and retreating to her chambers. She and another judge later approached members of the arrest team in the courthouse with what witnesses described as a, quote, confrontational, angry demeanor. Now, after this back and forth with the agents over the warrant for Flores Ruiz, Judge Dugan demanded they speak with the chief judge and led them away from the courtroom. That's according to the affidavit. So in the meantime, this is breaking right now. This is from a federal grand jury indicting this judge there in Milwaukee. Remember, we brought you the news. Wisconsin State Supreme Court did strip Judge Dugan of her role while this is all going on.
You foolish. You are foolish. That's all I gotta say. Y'all crashing out. You're crashing out. If you were in a country and you came in illegally, no one is going to be there to fight for you. You're going to be deported. They're going to deport you. Nobody's going to be there crashing out, losing their position for you. You're going to be deported. But yet y'all crashing out over these people that you don't even know them from Adam. So Judge Dugan, I hope you get what you want, baby. I hope you get what you want. Okay? Hope you get what you want, honey. Okay? So guys, I had a wonderful time with y'all this morning. Thank you so much for y'all who came and rocked with me. Okay? So next week and the week after and the week after that, I may not be doing my content for a minute. Okay? I'm going to enjoy some time with my husband. So I won't be doing my content constantly. You may see pictures here and there. Okay? But I won't be doing my content constantly. Also, all our websites are on vacation. Okay? So I'm not going to say, oh, the website, this and that or whatever. Okay? But I'm going to enjoy. Okay? Long time coming. You hear me? So guys, I'm going to try to finish out the week, but I have some things that I have to start getting together. Okay? But I'll try to finish out the week, and after next week, probably, I don't know. I say next week. Next week, you probably won't see me. Okay? It won't be consistent. I know this month wasn't consistent. It was crazy. I was doing a lot of stuff trying to prepare. But next month, it won't be consistent either for a couple weeks. And then after that, then we'll be back on board. Okay. So guys, that's why I'm not going to introduce our, I usually say our websites at the end of the show, but I'm not going to do that. Now I will say the merch. Okay. Merch is still available because somebody else shipped that out. Okay. Shout out to YouTube. Okay. Scroll to the top of my page. You will see Shop or Store. Thank you to everybody who came and rocked with me this morning. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you for taking time to like and subscribe to the channel. If you feel the content, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, guys. If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page, like I said already. Also, donate to the page as well. And if you want to watch the other part of the video, you got to go to the video just an hour ago. You got to go to that video and you'll see the beginning of the stream. But when you tell the truth on YouTube, you have to be mindful because you'll get dropped. People will report your channel. So it is what it is. So that's why the first stream got cut. Okay. I enjoyed myself today. Thank you everybody for coming and rocking out with me. And I greatly appreciate that. And God willing, safe travels. Safe travels, and I will see y'all when I come back. Okay. So we just got a couple days to rock out, and it may be I'm gonna try to be consistent this week, but I know next week I won't be. So I'll see y'all, and then we'll get back into our routine when I return. Okay. Much love to y'all all. Everybody have a wonderful day and take heed to the message. No music, no music. I'm gonna let y'all out. Okay.